Hello, welcome back to One Voice Radio and Media.
I can't see your face, Harry, with this, do you?
You don't have to see my face, do you? I'm not sure many people do anyway. Yeah, welcome back to One Voice Radio and Media. Today we have the pleasure of speaking to Kate, who's from Dementia Disco. So, Kate, before we get started, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I will indeed. So my name is Kate Darby and I run our charity Dementia Disco. We started in July 2019. We had our first disco in the Heaton Mersey Con Club and it was brilliant. We had 40 people turn up. They all got on the dance floor. They were having a great time. And here we are over 5 years later. We're growing, we're opening more discos. So yeah, I want to tell you all about it
Brilliant.
today.
Alright, so Zayon's going to ask you the first question.
I read the first one.
Yeah, you go for it now, mate.
Okay.
How did you get into doing what you do?
So, my dad was diagnosed with Alzheimer's when he was just 66 years old. And it seemed so young to us. My brother and I, we were going to all the wonderful dementia groups in Stockport, trying to find something that he might engage with. But he was just much younger than lots of the other people there. And they weren't playing the kind of music he liked to listen to. He loved Bruce Springsteen, Dire Straits, you know, rock and roll. So for a while we were wondering what to do. We'd been watching Vicky McClure's Dementia Choir on the BBC, which was so inspiring. You know that? Yeah. It was amazing. And it gave us the inspiration to come up with Dementia Disco. So what we've established was there wasn't much happening at the weekend, which was quite a lonely time for people. And also there was nothing out there for younger people with dementia. So we thought about what Dad would like. He loved dancing in his kitchen, singing to his favourite music.
Dance in the kitchen?
Absolutely, while he's doing his cooking. And he loved his family. So we thought, let's recreate, think of a wedding, cheesy wedding disco vibe, but for people with dementia, creating a safe space for them to come at the weekend. And it meant that not just the carer could come, but family and friends could come along as well, and children, because obviously it's a weekend, not during the week. And that's where the idea was born.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Right then,
Good
Jane.
for you.
I think you're up next, Jane.
Right, how do we get involved in joining your group?
Well, Jane, we've got lots of volunteering opportunities. So you can either come and help out at a venue-based disco. So we've now got the Heaton Mersey one, as I've said, one in Cheadle Hulme, and we're opening some more across Stockport over this next year. So you can come along, encourage people on the dance floor, help sell some raffle tickets. It's a really easy, fun thing to get involved in. The other thing we've just started last year, we're now in care homes. So we take the disco into care homes with our Bluetooth speaker, our little disco ball.
Bluetooth. Wow.
I'm telling you, there's some 90 and 100-year-old people out there that still like to booze it. And if you want to come along and do that with me, that would be amazing.
Zayon probably would.
Would you like to do that?
What is?
You just, all you have to do is dance. That's
See,
the
you're
job.
dancing. I love dancing all the time. It's just listen to the
I'm
music.
signing you up right now. Or, have we got any DJs here? We're always looking for DJs to DJ at our discos.
Or aspiring DJs.
Or absolutely aspiring
The
DJs.
man is right there.
Is this the guy?
I'm right, the man.
I mean, just to let you know, we just play Spotify at the moment, so any advance on that would be a big improvement.
Yeah,
So,
your Apple Music.
Yeah.
Apple music, are you real, boy?
I've just been signed up and sacked in 5 minutes. It's great.
I'll still have them.
Oh, thank you.
Also, now I've been here and seen all the amazing work you do, I'm always looking for people who are good on social media. It's not my strength, so anyone that would like to volunteer in that way would be most welcome. So yes, lots of opportunities.
Yeah.
Alright then, Shreya, I think you're up next.
What have you been most positive thing to come out of your group?
Oh my goodness me. I think the main thing is seeing the joy on people's faces. Hearing the great feedback. You know, I have people come up to me at the end of the disco going, oh, this is the best fun I've had all month, we can't wait for the next one. And that's what keeps us going, because we know we're making a difference. I think as well, going into those care homes, you walk in and you think, it's a tough crowd this. Half of them are asleep, the other half are like, do you sing? What's your talent? And I've got 0 talent. But anyway, I put the music on and within about 10-15 minutes they all start dancing and they're having a great time, and that makes me feel brilliant. So, but also...
I do love dancing all the time.
I think I know,
Yeah.
We know you do, so yeah.
Yeah. Mimi Web House on fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely get a bit of that one.
I'll tell you what though, I think the biggest thing for me is I've been able to turn this into a job. It was a voluntary thing I was doing before. I managed to get some funding and I can't believe I'm doing something I love as my job. So that's very special indeed.
Yeah, sounds brilliant. Okay, next up, Jakey boy.
Yeah.
Go on, you want to ask yours, mate?
What would you say to someone who is affected by dementia?
Dementia.
That's right. So what I would say to them is come to Dementia Disco. I think one of the main things is if you've been recently diagnosed with dementia, it's a pretty scary time. And I think quite quickly you need to surround yourself with a community that knows what you're going through. So it's not just Dementia Disco, there's lots of wonderful support groups out there, but get yourself involved in the dementia community. And then obviously if you come to our disco, it's a chance to have a laugh, relax, not think about dementia for a bit, you know, just enjoy yourself, and it lets the carer have a bit of a break. You can see them relax as they sit down, because we get the person with dementia up on the dance floor. So yes, if you've either got dementia or you're a carer looking after someone with dementia, get in touch with us, because we can also signpost you to all those other wonderful organisations out there. Make sure you're getting the help that you need.
Yeah, that sounds excellent. Okay, Andrew. Up next, mate.
I got 5 and 10 to do.
There you go. Let's just ask number 5 for now.
Number 5, do you think there should be more groups like this in the future for people to ACCEWS?
Access.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, just in terms of Dementia Disco, we're growing. We'd love to be a national charity in a few years. So for that we need volunteers that want to run discos for us.
Can I ask you one more question? What is dementia? Is it something to do with the brain?
Absolutely, yes. It's a degenerative, so it's a tricky word to say, it's a degenerative disease of the brain.
If you know why you're asking, okay.
It's alright.
It's a very good question.
Is it hard to sort the thing out, or are they on injections or tablets, whatever?
Yeah, there is various types of medication to try and slow the disease.
A cure or not?
No,
I'm not saying that would not.
No, there's no cure, but like dementia research, for example, are working really hard to try and find a cure. So hopefully one day we will. But for now, this is all about living well with dementia, and also
it's hard, isn't it, as well? It's hard, isn't it?
Very hard.
Very,
It's why work like this is important.
Yeah.
And I get what you mean though. Like you're trying to like put it in similarities, but yeah. Forgot where we were. What was the question? Oh yeah.
More groups like this.
Yes,
yes,
that was it.
Absolutely, yes. So we're growing as an organisation. So we're going to be opening a new disco in Poynton in April.
Oh, Poynton.
Oh, in Poynton in April, did you say?
Absolutely,
We're having a look at the website, weren't we? Poynton was on there.
Yes, it's on the events list now. But I'm also looking at Edgeley as well for later on this year. So hopefully we'll get one in Edgeley. But we're trying to expand and go across Greater Manchester really. Let's get some Manchester ones on the books as well.
I noticed was Clint Boone
on
the list of featured DJs.
I was going to mention this later actually in another question, but as you brought him up, we are having a fundraiser this Saturday, in fact, at the Guildhall in Stockport. There are tickets still available if anyone wants to come.
Your diaries.
Clint Boone is DJing, the man, the legend, and Chris Warburton, Radio 5 Live DJ, is our MC for the night.
Nice.
Yeah, he's brilliant. We've also got some other amazing acts.
I don't know. I mean, let's have a look. I only found.
Shall we all go?
I've only found out it was happening 10 seconds
Shall we
ago.
all
So.
go?
You are all welcome.
Thank you.
But yeah, if you want to check us out, it's on our website.
Yeah, well,
Oh, do you get the tickets?
Oh,
Did
that's
you come to your... Oh.
on the website, yes. I'll give a shout out about it later.
Yeah, we'll have a look at it
Yeah.
later.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah,
lead-in
it's,
to
Is
Right,
there a
Shall
bar
I
there?
go?
there is a bar there.
Oh,
There is a
What
bar.
are you talking about?
Anthony.
Oh, and there's a curry buffet.
It's a curry buffet, right?
Have I just sold everyone? Right. Okay. Yeah.
What has been the biggest event that has taken part since the start of the group?
Well, funnily enough, it's the fundraiser. This is the question I was going to talk about.
Fair
Fundraiser. So our usual discos have about sort of 40 to 50 people, so they're pretty busy anyway. But this fundraiser is bigger than that. So this is the biggest thing I've ever organised. It's given me a few sleepless nights, but we're getting there. I'll be very pleased when Saturday arrives and everything is
Everything's going.
there and everything's working. But I've kind of already mentioned it already. We are raising money for the charity, that's the main reason for the fundraiser. But we're also launching our campaign, Dance Against Dementia. And this is all about changing the narrative. I think there's a lot of misconceptions that dementia only affects old people. That's not true. There's lots of young people who have dementia. I think the youngest person I've heard of is in his 30s with 2 young children. I mean, can you even imagine?
No, that's awful.
It's just awful. So it's about raising awareness that it doesn't just affect people when they're older, but also there are things you can do to prevent dementia.
Yeah.
Some of us are predisposed to get it,
Yeah.
but if you live well, you know, you eat well, you're healthy, you're fit and healthy, and very importantly, you're in your community. Don't be lonely, don't sit at home.
Yeah.
These things will delay the effects of dementia potentially, or even avoid you getting it entirely. So it's so important that we find our group and we hang out with them regularly, and we dance. That's the main thing.
Yeah, it's
Get on
nice
that
that
one.
because it must be hard if you are.
Oh,
if you are a
it's
bit
all-
older.
It's alright.
Obviously, the crowd that you're going to be with are typically going to be older. That must be
Exactly.
it. Must be really difficult. So
Yeah.
you probably need something like that. Yeah, I think that sounds great. Okay, next question. Back to Jake. Number 7, please, mate.
Okay. What are your upcoming plans for the rest of 2025?
So, I've kind of touched upon it already. We're definitely opening our new disco in Poynton in April. There will be another one before the end of the year, probably Edgeley, kind of central Stockport. And also these care home discos. We have about 12 of them on the books at the moment, but we'd like to do more of those. Get some regular care homes coming back and doing more discos. So there's lots going on. So we're growing in every which way, so we need more volunteers so we can put on more brilliant events. And they're all, the venue-based discos, they're completely free to attend.
There's one near Bredbury where I live.
In a care home,
Yes.
yes, I definitely think I have been.
On the far corner next to the old pub, you should be the killed calf on the other side. I think he called it Bennycroft.
I'm not too sure.
Care
I'm
home.
not sure. I've been to quite
I know
a
which
few
one you're
around
talking
Stockport,
I know which
so
one
we
you're
may
talking
well
about.
have been to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't remember that
Right.
name myself.
Shreya?
What songs get the most people up onto the dance floor?
Oh, I love this question.
Yeah.
So, I've got to say, in both the venue-based and the care homes, 60s rock and roll will always fill the dance floor. They are very, very
I
popular.
like the 50s and 60s music.
Some 50s, there's Elvis is very popular, I must say.
I can do him now, but I won't. Cause
Can you now? Do you know, someone else offered to come and do an Elvis impersonation of one of our discos, so you'd be very welcome.
well, but me and Harry and Jack can be the Bee Gees.
Harry and
I can
Peter.
Are we getting this feedback?
As long as I'm Larry Gibb, I'm not bothered.
I can do the high note,
You
you
and
can do the low
Bee Gees.
notes.
Right, okay. I am excited about this, I'm going to hold you to it. But yeah, ABBA, country music. We love a bit of line dancing.
Okay.
We've got some Swifties out there as well, some Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I think some
I
of the
think so.
grandkids might be influencing their grandparents. So Ed Sheeran, you name it. Very eclectic.
Or the Big Shack, man's a hot.
Big Shack.
I'll definitely
Oh,
be
I don't
adding
think
him to the
Oh,
playlist.
I don't think so. It's been probably
It's alright.
He's a rap of the song, you know.
Definitely an interesting rapper.
Oh, I did hear about a guy, a jungle rapper, that was taking jungle music into care homes. I need to
Jungle
find it.
music?
Yeah, can you imagine? And they were all dancing to jungle.
a rapper.
I think let the disco goers decide, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they will. Yeah.
So,
I love discos.
Go with
You
the,
do?
Go
Wonderful.
with the flow.
I like we play a bit of drill music, yeah?
Wait, what? Crazy, crazy.
yeah. Anyway, go on then,
Shall we
Joe.
just move on?
Yeah, Joe.
I think this question has partially been answered, but can
Yeah.
you buy refreshments at the event?
Well, so we provide a free meal, so that part is taken care of. At Heaton Mersey, there's free tea and coffee as well. But at the other discos, you can buy drinks at the bar because, you know, we're not encouraging getting drunk, but you can certainly have a few drinks and let your hair down.
No, but not getting drunk, no.
Been there, done that, won a t-shirt.
That's bad, no.
Yes.
It's Jack.
Alright. Andrew, do you want to ask the last question, mate?
Yeah, number 10.
Number 10.
Okay, my friend Casey. Right. Is there anything you would like to ask us?
Well, you know what? I didn't know what to expect coming here, and I can't I'm absolutely amazed what a wonderful space you have here, and all this amazing equipment, and all the design stuff, and the animation that's going on downstairs. You know, I'm really blown away by it. I did have a look. I believe you've just launched, Pure Innovations have launched a campaign about improving that employment rate for people with sort of SEND disabilities. Now, I think that's absolutely wonderful, and I'm really on board. I would love to help. I mean, at the moment, you know, we're very small, but we'd be very happy to offer any kind of work experience, whatever would help, because I think it's so important,
Yeah.
you know, improving that percentage of people in the workplace.
I don't see why Pure wouldn't at least think about it. I mean, it's we're very similar in the things we do, aren't we? So it makes sense to me anyway. Sorry, it makes sense to them.
Brilliant. Well, if anyone can think of anything they'd love to be involved
What
in.
is your favourite song?
Oh, my favourite song. Well,
Not artist,
I was getting into my dancing in the 90s, really. So, and I was kind of American grunge. So I'm Pearl Jam.
Pearl
My
Jam.
favourite band
Right,
by
so
far.
what I do,
Black
I've
Rose.
got a list in there, so I've got to do 21 songs. But what I do, I'll fit that in for you.
That would be wonderful.
Pearl Jam.
Thank you. Get some Pearl Jam on the radio. Amazing. So that would be my go-to. Yeah, anything from that era. Yeah.
Fair
Well,
enough.
back in your time, love.
Yeah, a few years ago.
Is there anything else that you want to ask the guys, or vice versa? Anything you guys want to ask within reason? No?
No.
Yes, one song for the lady.
Right, one song.
What's your typical?
Oh, you want me to
Just name any Pearl Jam song.
Alive by Pearl Jam.
There we go.
Classic.
Pearl
There
Jam.
you go. One of them.
I'll remember that. We can write it down when we go back in there. But yeah, thanks so much for coming in.
Oh no, thank you. It's been my pleasure.
I really like the charity. I like everything that it's about.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys enjoy as well. Yeah.
Yes, my
Definitely
friend.
learned quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Can I ask you a question?
Of course you can.
What do you like to watch on Netflix?
Ooh, on Netflix. Oh man, do you know what? I've got a bit of an addiction for those. You know, the people that sell the really expensive properties, like in New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
I'm absolutely addicted to those, just because I like nosying.
Yeah.
So I've watched all of those.
just watching like one day I'll have that one right there.
Yeah, one day.
I like watching series.
You do? They're great, aren't they? It's a great way to waste a whole day on the sofa.
If only. But yeah, thanks so much for coming in. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Right, okay.
What do we say, everyone?
What do we say?
Thank you.
Thank you.